Good morning. It's Christine Williams with a cup of glow. Happy Sunday. Let me check my volume. I'm not wearing my earphones. I'm going to be trying a few different things to see how we can maneuver without a tripod. Sometimes I'm outside. Sometimes I'm just in different places. Let's see if I can have more control over my holding abilities. Anyway, good morning, Cup of Glow. I'm getting my cup set up. It's Sunday. We made it through the week. Whew! What a week! What a week! What a week! We're in eclipse season. Boy, it's on. It's on. The full moon is coming. It's for all you moon followers, it's a powerful week. It's a wonderful time to release, to trade out the old and replace it with new and exciting desires and intentions and actions and plans, and just pretend. Just go into that mode this week and pretend it into being. Pretend like a child. It is the child that has the magic, the imagination that we've lost. And as time goes on, we're told to be quiet, sit down, cross your legs, fold your arms, close your mouth, da-da-da. And it's time to sit up, imagine, open your mouth, share your dream, do your thing. It's awesome. It is a new day. This is Wisdom Week. I'm calling it Wisdom Week because this is the week that I really feel an amazing amount of wisdom is being brought down to us via rain, via vibration, via inspiration, imagination. And we have this wonderful eclipse that has never been, that we're going to get to experience. And it's coming up on the 27th. So this week to me is a week of wisdom. To use our wisdom to look back, reflect, scan, do a quick life review, kind of like Judgment Day. Do a quick life review. What has worked for you? What hasn't? What themes do you keep repeating? Can you stop repeating those themes and pick a new theme? It's just like, let's just play a different game. I'm tired of Yahtzee. Let's play something that we're good at instead of something that's just a game of chance. How about that? Okay, Wisdom Week. You get to use your wisdom, choose your game plan, and chart it out, and create your intentions, and get ready to release the old, and do it on the 27th, welcoming in the new. Now, because I'm calling this Wisdom Week, I made that up this morning, but I think it's pretty good, okay? While I'm having my cup of glow. So I'm using Colette Baron-Reid's Wisdom Hidden Realm cards. Wisdom of the Hidden Realms. I love Colette's cards because she loves to use them for her oracle cards as teaching moments. She will tell you herself they're more prescriptive than predictive, and I truly agree with that. All of these advices, these oracles, they are just pieces of wisdom that are handed to us. We get to do what we want with that information. We can chew it up, swallow it, integrate it into our lives, create ourselves into being something totally different, or we can just look at it, smell it, play around with it, and then discard it and carry on. Everything is up to you in your life. So being wise is to, think of someone wise. Think of the wise women or the wise men in your life, the people that have been your heroes. They didn't fall there. Oh, you'll hear me say that a lot. We don't fall where we are. We climb there. We work to get there. And sometimes it's not necessarily even a place we want to be, but we got there because of our actions. Well, we can change those. We can change them at any given moment. This life is a choice. The gift is yours. You get to decide what to do. So, Wisdom Week, let's put it to work for us. So I'm using these cards from Colette. She's created this deck so that if you pull a card, one side upside is one meaning, the reverse is maybe a challenge. It's the challenge of the upside. Okay. So the card that I chose is the Horse King. And this is just really a cool card. If you can see it very closely. If you have this deck, pull it out and refer to it. This king is standing there behind, very stately, behind this beautiful, beautiful white horse that is kneeling down for his king to climb on his back. Very beautiful statement there. He is honoring his creation, the power of his creation, the horse, one of the most beautiful intuitive animals there that's created. And he is bowing down to allow his master to climb on his back to carry him somewhere. Just so happens I pulled this card in reverse. So let's read what that meaning is. As a challenger, the Horse King wants to know why you think you can do everything by yourself. Keeping control of everything around you is counterproductive and exhausting. Yeah, I can tell you that. I can be a control freak, and I don't want to say that I'm a major control freak, but when it comes to me personally, yeah, I can say that. I like to pretty much control what comes and goes in and out of my life, my space. I can control it to be chaos, or I can control it to be tidy, orderly. Anyway, so keeping control of everything around you is counterproductive and exhausting. You may lose an important opportunity if you insist on being stubborn. That is so true. And how sad for us if we miss the very opportunity we're hoping for, but because we're so set in our ways and we're so stubborn that, the horse comes at our command to carry us to something, and we're so in a way, that when the horse bows down for us to climb on, we don't even notice. We don't even get on. We miss the opportunity. The Horse King is patient, however, and will wait for you to come to your senses and accept the need that you help. You won't be able to reach your goal otherwise. Yet the Horse King says that all it takes is a decision to jump on his back. That's all it takes. Most things in life, most changes, and mind you, I'm saying most things in life, most changes require only one small thing, and that is the decision to go that direction. Okay, let go of control and amazing things will happen to you. What if you let go of control of something today? You didn't have control over it. You knew it was happening, but and it maybe wasn't your gig. It maybe wasn't your way of being. It maybe, a little bit outside of your box. You weren't quite sure how to act, how to be, how to feel. However, you just let go of the control, trusting that you would use your wisdom, that your guides and angels would support you and assist you, and that everything would be okay. What if you climbed on the back of the Horse King and went for an amazing ride? That is our card today. Let go of control, my friends. Some things we have to manage. Most things, it's just a choice. And often, holding so tight on the reins does nothing but gives us sore shoulders and a mad horse. Okay, it's true, isn't it? Think of your life. How does that apply? Okay, that's our wisdom for this week, for this day, Sunday, Wisdom Week. We're going to be, I'm going to be using the Wisdom deck all week for our Cup of Glow moments to have suggestions of how we can maybe more gradually and easily move into this beautiful time, eclipse time, beautiful new time of high vibratory information that's coming in, that's allowing us to act and be in a different way. A lot of people, this just is coming to my mind, so I'm blabbing it out, because this is what you do over a cup of coffee or a cup of tea. You chat. You have a conversation. Well, I was having a conversation with a friend yesterday, with a colleague, and we were talking about this very thing, about how, everybody, not everybody, a lot, people in my world are talking about the environmental changes, the spiritual changes, the evolutions, the revolutions, all of the things that are happening or not. Things that are not happening. And it feels different, and it's kind of confusing. We're feeling something, and it's not familiar, and it's kind of throwing us a little. We are going through a lot of, we're going through a time that I believe we've been preparing for a very long time. A lot of shifts are happening. Shift happens, right? Shift happens. Well, in this conversation, to make it come to a more, a lot of people are just, that I'm talking to, are saying, not a lot, but a few, are saying, I'm just so, it's just, everything's just day to day. It's just happening as it is. We're just making all this riffraff about nothing. Not true. Not true. And this conversation helped bring this in to me in a way. I mean, because I can feel it happening. I'm experiencing things. Other people are sharing with me. I can see. So I'm asking my senses. What are my senses telling me that help me to know these things are truly happening? Well, I see different things happening. I see the weather patterns changing. I see. I'm seeing changes in people's attitudes. I'm feeling changes. I'm feeling a lot of changes, especially people's mindlessness, the emotional craziness, the out of controlness, that the behavior. As far as taste goes, that sense of taste, my desire for foods, even things that I've always loved, are changing. I'm wanting and feeling like I need something lighter. The substance needs to be lighter and less dense and more clean. And I don't know. I can't really explain it. It's like I'm wanting something that I haven't had before, and not wanting the things that I'm usually having. Okay, so as far as smell, um, the air is definitely changing. It's heavier. That's feeling, but smelling is, what am I smelling? I'm smelling with that sense of smelling. It is the smell of something being, mm, okay, so like, when they're fixing the roads and you smell the chemical of the tar and or things are being created like a scientific mixing station where you walk in and there's different gases and there's different things. I'm smelling that, or I'm smelling this really crisp freshness. And so that's a change. So all my senses are experiencing something new, but in my mind, I have to reflect. I have to use the information that I have. So was our conversation. We were talking about, is there really something happening? Are we really changing? Are we creating something? Are we creating a new world? Well, every day, really, if you think about it, we are creating a new world because no moment is the same. What we were talking about 5 minutes ago is now gone forever. We are here right now. What is happening right now? Okay, but let me go back to the thing that I keep not saying it. Let me say it. Remember the day when everybody thought the earth was flat. And we just knew that it was. That was the knowledge. You couldn't tell anybody otherwise until an explorer, Columbus, sailed and came up with a different conclusion. Okay, that's an example. Now, think of the time back in the 50s, 40s, 50s, when we were making advances. Remember when the telephone was a suggestion and it was thought to be crazy? Just craziness. That was not that long ago. If we're talking about, if we're walking through history, um, in through history and all of the things, that's not that long ago. The conversations of people communicating into this little thing where they would listen and then talk, and that voice would be carried. Craziness. It would never happen. I've seen documentaries where I just laugh at the ideas of, at the mindset, because now, living in the now and looking back, it's like they were so afraid. They were afraid of it, and because of that fear, they excused it to be insanity. Craziness. The people that are thinking these things are just crazy. Okay, where are we now? We literally speak with someone on the other side of the world in a matter of seconds. And if there's a delay, we get mad. If the call is dropped, we get mad. If there's interference and we can't hear, we're calling the company and saying, what is the deal? What happened? Information. Time. We had a time when information and technology just, we started with the computer, with the quartz, the beginning of the computer, where it was just this great big machine, very complex. There was a program, it held memory, and now, our phones, everything is a computer. Everything is a computer. Everything holds information and transfers information. Our cars are run by computers. Our phones, our clocks, almost everything that we do is run by a teeny little microchip that is operated and by a computer somewhere, or is a computer itself. Amazing. So what I'm saying is we went through this, back in the, 50s, 40s, 50s, 60s. We just went through this amazing growth spurt of development. And then things kind of slowed down. And we're kind of in this space right now where while we are waiting for what's next, because there is something that's next. And it's just like that moment right before you give birth where you're going to pop. It's not quite time to give birth, but it is. And you don't know when, you just know it is. You have an estimated date, and a beautiful baby is going to be birthed. It's almost impossible, the process, to imagine the very size of a baby coming out of a woman into the world is almost an impossible thought without the science behind it that makes it so. These things are happening in our universe now. This is what I'm trying to say. Things are happening. This is Wisdom Week. We're experiencing a lot of universal and cosmic changes, things that have never happened before, which I think are in alignment with things that are to come. A lot of things that have never happened before, we are going to start experiencing them. And with them, I think they are bringing new information. The changes of our universe are kind of like keys that are unlocking pathways of new information that will come. Just my way of thinking. You don't have to think that way. I don't want to control the situation. I just want to see something new and exciting happen. So get ready to receive. Let go of the reins and get ready to ride on a whole new ride. Cup of Glow to you. Have a beautiful Sunday. I'm preparing to go to the beach, and I live in Utah. Go figure. Cup of Glow.